Watching videos like that will eat up all your time. But on the set,
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. 9 years plus and still running. Who'd have ever thought they'd last this long? Lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another glorious edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours.
That's right. Happy belated. May the 4th be with you. Revenge of the 5th. Cinco de Mayo and whatever else it might have happened this weekend.
Today is Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the 6th.
Yeah.
Some people have Revenge of the 5th. Don't ask me why.
Why would they do that for Cinco de Mayo, man?
From the 4th.
You got to celebrate the Mexicans defeating the French in a little town called Puebla.
Yeah, you mean that American holiday that Mexicans don't celebrate?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
Well, some Mexicans are starting to celebrate it due to the fact that American beer companies are now doing specials in Mexico, and they're like taking the holiday from the U.S. back to Mexico.
We're taking it back.
Yeah, we're taking it back.
But welcome,
Lily,
to today's show, boys and girls. Come on, Lily, get up there.
Come on, Lily.
Go climb on top of Daddy.
You're looking at me.
He's
I
like,
need to move the chair closer.
He's like, you want me to perform now? I'm not going to do it. I'm only going to do it when I want to do it.
Well, I mean, she's looking at me like she wants to get up on my shoulder. So
of course.
I don't know. It's like, yeah.
But as I was saying, welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Monday, May 6, 2024, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. Is she going for it?
She started to, and then she changed her mind.
And Andrew, if you think that much gold is too much gold, I'll be more than happy to take some of it off your hands. You can just, hand me some.
How much gold is too much gold?
What did he say? 17 million, something like that.
Oh, you can give it to me.
Yeah. If you think
that's
17 million,
times more gold than I have.
Yeah, I think it was 17 million.
Okay.
He was asking universe chat if that was too much gold.
No, it's not. I ended up getting a couple more GMs. I'm now at 132.
Yeah, I noticed that you had the Nightmare out there just a little while ago, still working on that taming finally. We'll make a tamer out of you yet, I'll tell you what.
Well, I need to upgrade the animal because there are better ones. Ah, there goes my earbud.
Yeah, there are better ones, but I tend to stick with the nightmare, even though there are, because the nightmare has a tendency to actually go out and attack things. So, like when you're
Yeah.
especially in your places like Elysium or other open mine areas, your nightmare will go out ahead of you and take out the baddies while you sit there and mine peacefully. So,
Yeah.
but I've got so many different pets sitting down in a bag on my other lot that it's just, it's ridiculous. I guess got so many of them. Matter of fact, let's see, do I still have some pets here to give
Oh,
away?
baby girl has a white wyvern.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
here
I
I
need
had the
one of.
bag of giveaway pets. I got a pig, a cat, chickens, ducks, orange tabbies, and even what was it, a small red dragon? Small red
Nice.
spider. No, small red spider. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
these when we used to give away just pets for So if anybody wants a duck, you want to buy a duck? I'll give you a duck free. How about that?
Yeah. I
Want a
think you
taming
gave me a
necklace?
duck as well. Let's see. All items. Yes, you
Yeah.
did give me a duck.
Things and promotions of the past, like those chests
Yes.
behind us.
Yeah.
If anybody wants some cheap deals, these chests behind us have all sorts of goodies also from the past. I'm going to click on this. If you want any of the old 2017, 2016 bundles plus some other rares, you can go ahead and come peruse these chests behind myself and Jack, and you can offer us some kodos or some bits for them, and we'll be more than happy to exchange them for you if you're looking to catch some of these. We got all sorts of goodies back here.
Although I need to stock mine up again.
I know I wouldn't mind a nightmare.
Yeah, can you handle a nightmare?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You need 89 summoning. Now, I do know that on the forums that someone did a uh, taming pet summon taming levels. Uh,
Yeah, that's what's his name?
yeah.
I know who it is. I just can't think of him off the top.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
close. I have an
uh,
83.
the way back in the day, the pet DPS, like which one actually did the most damage. Like I don't know if this is still valid or not.
Tina says rares. You know better than that. Well, some of them are
What?
rares. Like this snowflake cloak that I have down here is a real rare because that was the only Peloton where they only made $25,000, and that was the only item
Yeah,
ever listed, and most people didn't get this. Of course,
I've
I
got
also
one
I also
somewhere.
have one of the rare Soda International last convention ever, 2019 cloaks there, as well as that Lord British shield that was only handed out by Lord British. But some of these bundles, these are full bundles, by the way, which you can't get the full bundles anymore intact. So that makes them rare, believe it or not, being
Yeah.
able to get the full bundle. So yes, I don't use that word too loosely there, Tina, because again, not many people have. Yeah, perfect for me. Thanks, Coeur d'Alene. That Shroud, baby. That Shroud. But yeah, you can't get a lot of that stuff in bundles because most people didn't purchase as many bundles as people like Jack and myself did back in the day. And again, if you'll notice, I'm going to open it one more time. Let's see, let's see, which one has a lot of stuff in it? Like the Dark Winter set. I have one, two, three, 4 or 5. Looks like yeah, at least 4. Is it 4 or 3? I see 3 swords, 3 staffs, 4 staffs. So at least 3 of this bundle alone, right in here. Let's see. The Mardi Gras set. I think I've got yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sets in the Mardi Gras set. You know, so yeah, yeah. I've got so many sets, but I'm calling them rares, right? That's again
Hey.
because yeah,
Yeah, I think of all of the snowball boxes that I purchased a long ass time ago,
yeah. How many
or
snowball boxes do I have? Let's see.
The Lord British birthday cakes that I bought,
Yeah,
or anything that we bought.
I have 8 2014s for sale, 115 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 16s. But these are just the ones for sale. I still have a whole bunch of them that
Hey
I
man,
I didn't offer for sale, so I still have some for myself. So, but yeah, we got so many of those, it's ridiculous.
I've,
But let's dive into some Shroud news today because, of course, as always, the forums don't fail to surprise us with some crazy stuff out there. And of course, our first topic was one that I've actually got still captured in my web browser, but by the time Jack got to click it, it had already been deleted off the forum, so he doesn't actually have it. He's just got a screen capture. But Coeur d'Alene starting us off with a sub for 18 months
ooh,
subscribed. So thank you, Coeur d'Alene. And of
are
course,
we
Coeur
doing
d'Alene,
Shroud news and discussion, or are we playing marbles there, Coeur
are we
d'Alene?
doing the nudes? He wants the nudes.
Oh, well, so Chastity24 posted on the forums that she is interested in reviewing the game Shroud of the Avatar. To the developers of the forum, Shroud of the Avatar. Greetings. I am very glad and honored to participate in the participate of the forum. I was thinking for a long time for reviewing the game on my site. Yes, I have a tech news site, and I am immensely interested in reviewing the game Shroud of the Avatar to my site. So I need your permission to go further for reviewing. Here is my website. Don't click the link.
Actually,
If it
the
is
link is
possible to do
pretty
so.
safe according to Coeur d'Alene. He's admitted, yeah.
I shall be thankful for your feedback with regards chastity. And that was removed from the forums.
The Maynard with the sub, 42 months on a
Oh,
16-month streak. And he says, continue with the nudes.
yes.
Yes,
Yes.
well, uh, Coeur d'Alene and I were having a nice discussion about this. He said he had saw this on the forums earlier today, and of course, my biggest comment on this is who the fuck asked for permission to review
I
a
don't
video
know.
game? I mean, especially if you have a tech site like this person supposedly does. I didn't click the link. Coeur d'Alene went out there, he said it was definitely as described, a tech news site that does have a game section,
Yeah.
saying, this, that, the other thing. But yeah, especially Shroud. Secondly, you don't need to ask permission for a fucking review. The idea behind the review is that it's not solicited, it's your own honest
Yes.
opinion, and you just do it like millions and millions of people do every single day. So, understandable why they removed it because solicitation of, visit my link. But just the stupidity of, yeah, 2 words, fair use. Um, but just the, silliness and stupidity of going, can I have your permission to review your game? Well, the answer, I guess, since they deleted your post is no, you don't get permission because you were silly enough to actually make a post like that in the forums. So
Well,
no
I mean,
review for you. Yeah, no review for you.
it's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I just don't get it. I mean, is we don't technically do reviews, although we do talk about other games we've tried, played. We do the news of this game for almost over 10 years now. So, uh,
Well, Maynard's enjoying Baldur's Gate 3.
yeah, and so are many other people out there. And of
Yes.
course, Fallout's getting a nice resurgence since the
TV
show
show.
came out on Amazon. Yeah, and again, when we come across something that we like or we've played or games that we give away that we've tried, we will tell you what we think about it and all that good stuff. And just a quick note: 1 minute left because the hype train is close. If anybody wants to try and trigger one.
Ooh. Hey, Coeur d'Alene's like, Manor Lords is dope.
I know. I like Dead by Daylight.
Nice.
Yeah. And Tina says you do need permission to do Let's Plays, but that's because those aren't of you. Really?
Why do you need
I don't think
permission
so.
to do Let's Play?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You're just playing the game and making comments about the game while you're
Yeah.
playing it. So
Considering that's what Torque does all day, almost every day. Yeah. And there we go, Dweep. Converted from a Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. Thank you, Dweep. And that triggered off that ever popular hype train. So we are at 93% level 1. Of course, you guys know the rules. Get us to level 2, we'll give away another game key at the end of the show. Get us to level 3, another game key, level 4, so on and so forth.
Why don't we talk about the update to
the Maynard,
most recent outage of
300
Shroud of the
bits.
Avatar?
Well, we'll do that as soon as I get Maynard a mystery game key for his 300-bit donation. And for completing level 1, getting everybody a chance to win yet another game key at the end of the show. And he's going to get himself a copy of Pharaonic. Pharaonic, as in Pharaoh. Pharaonic.
Nice.
And that is currently on Steam. Is it even on Steam? It's got to be on Steam. Giving me every other place but Steam. $14.99 on Steam, going out to the Maynard, and of course you too can get your own mystery game key. All you got to do is donate 300 bits, exactly 300 bits, not $2.99, not 301. 300 bits, and you will get your own mystery game key. Let's Plays are not considered transferable enough for fair use to apply. I got to disagree with that because, again, that's 95% of what fucking Twitch and YouTube gameplay is. People who are streaming games are just playing the game, which is, you're not calling it a Let's Play, basically, but again, that's what Torque does 90% of the time. Most of his are let's play Shroud of the Avatar, let's play this, let's play that. We just do let's do the news. We don't do let's
that only
play.
became let's play only became a thing as far as a branding marketing of people that were consistently switching games, and like 5 years ago, where they were just like trying out different games left and right. And that's where that comes from. So I don't know why anybody would ever say that they need approval from the developers to play their game.
Now, you were segueing us into the data center outage is what you were.
The data center outage, because Ravlox posted an update on Saturday about it.
Yes, he did. 2 updates, I thought.
That was just one.
Oh, well.
One on that one.
Well, Friday's update we didn't have because he didn't.
Friday's update, we did it on Friday. Yeah.
I don't recall that.
And we talked about the fact that he took 4 hours after service restored to actually make a post saying service was restored.
Oh, okay.
But Ravlox has a meeting scheduled with the data center execs for Monday afternoon. I'll be able to post the RCA information after that. By
Yes.
execs, he means the sales manager.
The root cause analysis, which
Hmm.
do we really need that? Is this necessary? Are you wasting some time doing that because yeah, it was an outage?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, they're gonna give you some lame excuse, and then you're gonna tell us, and we don't care really. I mean, it was an outage. We
and,
understand
and
shit
and
happens.
and then from there, it's like, well, you don't really pay for all that redundancy, so there's not a lot that we can do.
Well, it's not that they don't pay for the redundancy; they just don't have the
No,
machines
no,
in
no,
place
no,
for the
no.
redundancy, right?
Uh, that would be
I mean,
port nip
yeah.
not paying for it.
Explain.
Catfish
You mean?
games not paying for redundant connections.
Oh well, that would have to
Yeah.
be yeah another place like
Hey, it's like if you pay for redundant backbone providers, you get redundant backbone providers. If you don't pay for redundant backbone providers, you don't get redundant backbone providers.
Yes,
So it
Tina,
all be based off of.
I understand that, but have you seen any actually win a lawsuit over it? That would be my
What?
big question, or gotten somebody to take down videos because of it. I can understand lawyers opining over it, but that's
Yeah,
there's a big difference between people sitting on the internet bitching and whining and companies actually getting a cease and desist upheld on things like that.
yeah. So, and Dwip is asking the question: did they used to have redundancy? Because they did not used to go down this much. Remember, several years ago, they moved from one data center provider to another one.
Well, they went from
The
Amazon Web
new,
Service to their own web
well,
service.
I was talking about for the co-location of the game servers as well, because those were also co-located somewhere else in Austin. But remember, they had to keep the game servers up with the UPS and other shit while they drove across town. Um, so yes, the problem is related to the new data center because the new data center has had a couple of issues. But a lot of it also is related to uh, like the company themselves can sit there and claim, hey, we've got 99.99999% uptime. But that's based off of their stuff, not other things. And that would be one where it's like, hey, you didn't pay for multiple backbone providers because we do offer like
Yeah, now
two,
if we,
three
we
different
go back
backbone
to the
providers.
root cause here, the data center claims they didn't have an issue. It was
Yeah.
Cogent Communications, the actual backbone provider, and not the actual data center.
Yeah,
So,
and it was the the router or switch between the data center provider and Cogent.
yes.
And so it's like, well, sometimes you get what you pay for. It's kind of like the web outages that were related to AWS and Chris going on rampages about how bad AWS is, and then it's like
I didn't do it. Not my fault.
someone
Amazon's.
didn't pay some
It's
bills.
Amazon's fault.
Yeah, someone didn't pay some AWS bills or something because I don't know, man. Or the Russian, or not Russian, the German hosting for the login server and the forums. Why? Yeah. I don't know, but they moved a bunch of stuff off of AWS, and so
Yes.
because the logins and the forums, I think, used to be on AWS, and they migrated those off.
And Drip says, isn't AWS one of the best? Well, it depends on who you ask. I
It
would,
depends on what you're doing as well.
yeah,
So
yeah. Plus, you got to consider price and service you get for the price. There's a lot of things to consider there. Some things you're just better doing yourself. Other things it's better to have redundancy.
Well,
I'll give you a really good idea just as a local operator, independent operator of things. I run the radio station, WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Now, I could run it in such a way where I don't have any redundancy and no fallovers and no backups, but I choose to have such because I was prone to outages here in Florida because of, a million things. My
rain.
provider, rainstorms, hurricanes, natural disasters, floods, etc. But I run it directly out of the house right here. I could also run it totally online if I want, but I don't have the granular uh, granularity as it may be to finesse things as much as I do when I have it right here in front of me. Like if I want to add a song to the queue, I can just do it immediately here. Whereas if it's on the web, I have to log into a website. I have to find what I'm looking for. Here, it's so much easier to do. Plus, scheduling commercials, throwing liners in, top of the hours, promos, ads, whatever it is. Not that we have a lot of that here, but if for some reason I have an outage, then the radio station falls back to the online version and then the radio never
Yeah.
goes down. And I pay for that because it's very convenient to do. I could actually, do it all without that. But if, for some reason, I mean, I've gotten to the point where um, I now have dual UPSs here in my studio. I have a full house backup generator, so the loss of power is no longer the real main concern. It's mostly an internet outage that's my biggest problem if such thing happens, and it happens every once in a while. But you know, providers do go down, people do hit poles, contractors dig up cable, all sorts of shit happens. So I would rather have the fallback and pay for that to be taken care of so that I don't have any, you know, uh, break in, my service. And this way you guys get to listen to WRFB Radio Free Britannia 24/7 around the clock throughout the world. But moving right along. Yeah, it's a shameless self promotion done.
Hey.
But let's talk about some more Shroud news because Isabel started this other topic the other day, and I had to chime in on this because this was just getting a little off the rails with what everybody had to say. So you want to start at the beginning on
Yeah.
this one, Soda Team on guard again, because
Isabel, this morning when it was just after 9 here, there was an incident with the game. A few minutes later, I was able to read a message from Ravalox explaining what happened. I estimate that where Ravalox is, it must have been 2:30 a.m. in the morning. This means that either there is always a developer on call or they receive a call at dawn and jump out of bed to deal with these unforeseen events. In any case, from here, I thank you for always being at the foot of the canyon and trying to solve problems as quickly as possible. Thank you. You are the best. Candriel? Brothers and sisters of the realm, hark and heed my words. For when the dawn had yet to break upon the eastern sky, and the hour was but the second half of the second watch. Why do this shit? A great turmoil stirred in the realms of the game. Lo, did our brother Ravlox rouse from the depths of slumber. Bullshit! Rising as it from the crypts themselves to tend to the flame that is the heartbeat of our kingdom. Whilst the sun yet slumbered beneath the horizon, the shadow of challenge did cast its pall upon the land. In this darkest out, did Ravlox did falter not flee. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Dude Gregor, simple. His all on-call notification went off and he woke up and did his job. Thank you, Rav. Laz with most reasonable answer. Ravalox works nights and was already awake. Kudos.
nonetheless.
Nonetheless. Let's see. Then Ravalox with thank you all for the kind words. Though it is true that I was up and actively working on the project when the connectivity went down, I haven't primarily been working nights for well over 2 years. My responsibilities started requiring that I interact with daywalkers after I actively took project lead over. We do still have a pretty good overlapping coverage 24/7 that allows for me to be contacted when issues occur just in case I was actually around. With that said, I'm heading to bed now, so don't break anything. Posted at 2:07 a.m.
Yeah, 3:07 my time, which is I'm up during the day, but it was 2 a.m. when I was posting this my time at 2 a.m. your time, 3 a.m. my time
Yeah.
when he's posting this. But, I work in the daytime, but it was middle of the night, when I'm posting this before I go to bed.
Well,
But again,
which brings up, like, if you go to his LinkedIn page, okay?
yeah, bring that up. Do you have a link handy? Because
Yeah, I posted it for you.
yes, because
Hey,
this was brought up by somebody, and I was curious as to why he had two different listings for Shroud of the Avatar, but apparently, and I'm curious about that first date, October 2018.
uh, I don't know.
Well, considering that
Operations manager.
Chris didn't
Yeah.
purchase Catnip Games till January of 2019, I'm
You
wondering
mean
how he
create
how.
Catnip games?
Well, Catnip Games was around before that. That was an LLC Chris already had before that, as far as I understand. If you want to verify that, but he didn't purchase Shroud of the Avatar to 2019 January, is our understanding. That's what they told us
Yeah.
in October. So how he was working for Catnip Games in October of 2018, when
Especially
unless
as the operations manager, build master, day-to-day operations, and the
yeah,
community manager, because
because
that wasn't Ravlox's position. That was Chris Spears and
well, again,
other people.
if he was working for Catnip Games during that time, then what was he working on? Because it definitely shouldn't have been Shroud of the Avatar.
Sodabot. Sodabot.
Yeah,
And he was part of that was when he was going through his divorce and living with Scotty, and may have been donating some time to the
right.
Shroud
But
team for other
he
shit.
listed as operations manager, Jira Scrum,
Yeah.
build master, day-to-day operations, community manager, world
Yeah. But
builder, and coding. But again,
yeah.
Catnip Games officially didn't own the game according to their own
Yes.
shit
Yeah.
until January. So again, I'm
But
just curious about that.
let's go back to the a little bit above that, to the senior cloud operations DevOps engineer for
Yeah,
Avaya.
that's who he's been working for years with the late night
Yes,
that
yes, yes. So 10 months ago, he was promoted from the senior emergency recovery engineer to senior cloud operations DevOps engineer.
Yeah.
So when he's like, hey, my schedule changed and I have to interact with daywalkers, that would be because he got a promotion at Avaya, not because of Shroud.
Just so you're aware, it's past the bottom of the hour.
Thank you,
Uh-oh.
Lomer.
Thank you,
Well,
which means
let's
it's time to come over here and close the Moobot. And
move.
then ask Dwip, who am I sending the streamer bundle to today?
Morgan
Congratulations,
is
Dwip.
getting himself a
But yes,
streamer bundle.
and now he's like director of operations producer since January 2024 for Shroud of the Avatar. Libu is who I'm sending it to. Okay. There you go. Bleeboo, it is. Getting that
Bee-boo,
streamer bundle.
bee-boo.
If I had them on me. There they are. There you go. Send. It is sent. Don't forget. Oh, I send it just to Leeboo. I hope Leeboo is also Leeboo Lionheart. Don't know. I sent it to Leeboo. Oh well. Here, we'll make sure that we get it. Hold on. Let's do it this way.
Maybe he's both.
Leeboo. Okay.
Now he's getting two.
Wait. Hold on. Damn it. Okay. Leeboo and
Jim.
Leeboo Lionheart are different people. Oh well.
Yeah,
We'll
Emu, Emu. That's right, Coeur d'Alene.
They both got one. Hopefully, maybe they're the same player. Maybe they aren't. I don't know. We'll find out. But yes, Rivalox, hey, promoted at his work and now having to interact with daywalkers. So congratulations for that, for his full-time remote job there, as well as his full-time remote Shroud work. Yes. Okay, so where are we going to now?
Oh, I don't know. You want to talk? You know who's always got some good stuff to talk about? Is
Me.
Conjure a Dragon.
Which post?
Portgraph. Because I just
What?
gotta love his attention to detail. Yeah.
Portgraph was visited again with my other avatar. First, let me state that I love to see NPCs with daily routines, and having played Thief, the Dark Project before, I'm a fan of the guards and NPCs like the Alchemist actually not only having a bed but going to bed to rest. That is part of my immersion in the game world. Remember, all NPCs in Shroud were actually supposed to have schedules. Every single one of them.
Not gonna do it.
But
Wouldn't be prudent.
but that was a ban, as well as names. Yes, they also have names and all essentially custom dialogue. But that was abandoned.
Yeah. How many people
Since a
have the
while,
name an NPC reward that they never got a chance to use because eh,
my name was never picked. But yes, since cold nodes have been Since a while, code nodes have been sparsely added in several zones. One that would make sense would be here in Port Graft. The deco for the coal is already there. It just needs the cold node as an NPC town with a long respawn, not the short ones like the apples or on the barrels. The track of the minecart ends here abruptly in front of the gate. That makes no sense. It's prone to an accident to shove the cart from the tracks. Either the tracks need to go on under the gate and beyond if you want to show that there is a connection to something outside the city, or this place needs another stop bumper like the others in Port Graff. Here's the location. Here are 2 saddlebag stands and some hay. It seems that unlike the electric tram and Gruss, the people in Port Graff use draw animals to draw their mine carts, yet there aren't any. Perhaps add a donkey to the scene and rename one of the traveler kids running around to mule driver or such. Coeur d'Alene has a NPC in Deathless and one in Escard.
yeah, he said he got 2 of them.
You dirty bastard. I should have had more than 2.
Yeah,
There's a
I had
Silence
several
Bridge.
that I never got to use. Sign at the bridge. He teaches some remote. Oh, even nicer.
There's a sign at the bridge that this is in the Upper Blue Gem Creek. However, the crystals are neither mineable nor blue. They are green and only look from a distance blue due to, I guess, some lighting. The bank building misses the bank icon on the map. And here's your bug report on Port Graph.
Yes. I love how he just takes in the actual aesthetic of the area, that the track ends in a certain place, should have a bumper to detonate the end of a track, all that great
Detonate
stuff.
it or to
Yeah,
designate it?
yeah.
Detonate it. It's going to blow up.
Detonate it. Yeah, detonate it. Here you go.
He's blowing it up. So Laz, should I stay with just the mustache?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. The beard's gone. When did you do that and why?
No, I just took a beard trimmer to it yesterday.
Oh, I say
It's all stubble.
I know it wasn't
But I
girlfriend
left
related.
I left the mustache though, which is rather odd because you can't really tell that I actually have hair on my lip, right?
Not through this video. If I let me see if I look in Zoom. In Zoom I can, yeah. And
Oh,
you
okay.
you've got that that short stubbly thing going on there.
Yeah, it's sandpaper. Yeah, looks better with the beard. I agree. But I definitely have a baby face.
Indeed.
Okay, so where are we going to now?
I don't know. Let's see what we've got on tap. So Port Graph is done. We still gotta hold on to the
Let's go with
Austin
the
data.
journey begins.
The journey begins.
Yes. And the new player, welcome. Because Dwarf Dad tried a bunch of other MMOs, just didn't like the feel, missed the old Ultima games, and a big fan of Lord British and Chuckles. Going into this totally blind and hope to enjoy it. I know it's not as populated, but if someone can give me a few beginner tips, I'd appreciate it.
Play the game. Play the
The player
game.
guide is the first place I recommend for you to check out. A lot of really great information there. The player guide has way too much information for a new player. Edit. An in-game copy of the player guide is also put in your inventory when you complete the Solus Bridge intro. Malduk, be very welcome. If it's like me, I've tested 3 billion MMOs and none of them are any good. They're practically all the same things. Here at Soda, we have a very good community. Everyone tries to help new players. The game has many flaws. It seems a little incomplete. PvP, market, hunts, among other things that you will notice when you play for a while. The dev team is microscopic, but always very helpful, and I believe they do the best they can. You will have good hours of play exploring caves, maps, etc. There's a lot of interaction with objects on the maps. Many times after becoming addicted to the game, you'll find yourself standing on the map thinking about what you have to do, and often you will leave because you don't have a defined north.
I don't know about that. The compass right there.
Well, I actually hate the compass.
Why?
Because
It's got a definitive north all the time.
Yes.
That's north. I mean,
but if you bring up the map in game,
yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's north. That's definitely facing north. which is the
No,
camera
it's not.
facing, not the NPC
It,
facing.
it's a little bit off.
Oh, that's your camera. Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
man.
Right. There. Right. There's due north, which wouldn't actually be.
But yeah, but some of the maps you also know are a little bit awkward. Then after that, if you like exploring maps, looking through books, picking up all kinds of trash you find on maps, I love it. Decorating your house and making a set that is different from the others, creating skill decks, etc. You will love this game. Now, if you like PvP, like grinding levels, like official events, you won't like this game. All the normal URL of the Soda website, and if you go to About Player Guide, you'll get a Google Doc with a lot of information about the gameplay and a lot of information about the gameplay and interface. If you don't find it, the URL is this. There's also the link to the forum where Elgarian gathered all the help topics that the community created. Oh, and sorry for my English. I'm using Google Translate. Two in a row. That Google Doc for the player pretty much has an alias, a pretty alias, much easier to just go to.
Rather the avatar / player instructions. Yeah. So which one is the one that he's talking about with Elgarian? Is this the list? I think it is, because this is probably way outdated. Yeah.
What? Never. It was only created 4 years ago, man.
Yeah.
4 years ago?
Like, I haven't
4
heard
years
anything
ago?
from the Avatars Express in a long time. Are they still working?
Oh,
Let's see.
I don't know.
I don't know. I click the link, I get about blank. What do you get?
Hold on. Avatar Express Car Wash. Where do you see Avatar Express?
Under A, Avatar Express.
Oh, it redirects to shroudedtheavatar.com.
Does it? Let's try it again.
Yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's,
Useful.
yeah. And then I know that if I've got a couple of my own websites that just I've dropped in, let's see if Shroud Music is there, because I got rid of Shroud Music a while ago. Like house rentals and free lodging. Where does that go? Let's see. That goes to forum post. Lost Veil schedule.
And Shroud Music. That domain doesn't work. Yes. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of shit that's wrong from a document created 4 years ago and hasn't been maintained by anybody.
I mean, the new Britannia Theater troupe, do they have a link? Yes, they do. Oh, Echoes from the Caverns.
Yes.
Let's see, when was that last updated? This is hosted on, what's his name's site, too. This is the guy who sells all that stuff, all the dice.
Yep. Does he even still play Shroud? I don't think he's done that in years.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, Shroud Music definitely dead because I pulled it down. Needs to be updated.
Yeah.
Shroud mods. Let's see. Connection not private. Yeah, I'm not going there. Soda astronomy. Do we actually have astronomy? Yeah, also not secure.
You're just looking at dead websites.
Well, yeah, Soda Con. There's another good one. Is that goes back to?
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah. What the hell is his name?
Yes.
Violation.
Amen.
Another guy who doesn't play the game.
Yes.
So yeah, is I would take this update, this website with a major grain of salt. By the way, who was it? You just said him. He was in. Let me go back here. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, Duke Greger. Duke Greger was the one who published that guide you were talking about, the taming guide, I believe.
Yeah. No, not the taming guide. I was talking about the DPS one.
Oh, okay. Um, well, this isn't a
I
guide.
posted
I
on.
guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it now. I see
Uh-huh.
it now.
And why the fuck am I?
No, I haven't seen nor heard from Elgarian in quite some time. Matter of fact, let's just see if let's see. Does he still have a character? Friends? ELGA. Elgarian GM was last online January 10th, 2022. It's been 2+ years since Elgarian's account logged in, so as he must be having fun running that brew pub with his buddies because, not something I would have done because A, it's just it's real tedious, and B, having partners in that kind of atmosphere can be really, really bad for mental and physical health reasons. More recent than you had guessed, really, is okay. 2 years.
Yep. Da, 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 da.
And yeah, was it Style who sells that stuff? Yeah, I guess it was.
Yes, Biotickle, yeah.
Yes, is I've bought some items off of his website over the years. He usually has some pretty cool stuff. Again, not all uh, game related, but mostly D&D type related stuff, miniatures, dice, and other goodies like that. So,
Whatever. All kinds of
and
stuff.
no wonder the whole hospitality thing died off. What do you mean died off? I'm still here. Jack's still here.
Well, they're
We
not
I'm still here.
technically they're not doing weekly meetings and
oh
doing.
no, well, you never showed up for weekly meetings to begin with.
Hey, I showed up to two of them before I decided.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got better
You,
things to do on a
you,
Sunday.
you go look at the archives of those meetings. I was there religiously, week in and week out. But you can
Yeah,
see we have our hospitaller sign right here on the lot, right above Lomir's head, which NBNN News welcomes you. Help available here daily. Ask Jack or Laz. We are still advertising help, and I am still in the Shroud of the Avatar Discord. Under the Hospitallers, I am listed there actively 24/7 because I'm almost always sitting here. So let's just jump over there for a
and you're
second.
always in Discord.
Yes, I'm always in Discord, so I'm going to jump over here and just throw this up on screen. As there is a short list of people who are still registered. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Only 14 of us who are actively listed here, but you will see I am always listed, and I am 99.99% green, available for questions. If anybody ever has a question, they can right click on my name and hit me with the question and all that good stuff. Because yes, I am happily available to answer questions throughout the day. So yeah, well, that's whose fault is that, Coeur d'Alene? That's not my fault. It's not your fault. Is and of course neither one of us runs around with that silly hospitaller. Uh, yeah, let's see. What are the
the hospitaler purple.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like people
Is it
don't know to
purple?
really look at that. Yes, it is because Andrew Night Owl has it on his head.
Oh, yes. Okay. There it
Um,
is.
but the silly thing is, people don't know what a hospitaler is because majority of people don't know what the SEA is. Unless you're an old fart, you don't really know what the SEA is because now the thing is Ren fairs, not SEA events. And even at the Ren fair, it's like the SEA has a very small footprint. Yes, nobody knows what it means. So it's like, great. It does. I mean, yes, it is an homage back to Lord British and a bunch of other people, Scotty included, that were members of the SEA way back in the 80s. But there weren't as many Renfests back in the 80s as there are today.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was TRF and a few others, but nobody, not a whole lot of them.
So what's your stance on Trekkies infiltrating run fairs?
I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious,
Okay.
especially the people that will actually put
The
the badge
cosplaying Trekkies.
underneath
Oh, underneath
like a
something so
lapel
that.
and say you're violating the prime directive. That's even funnier. So yes, but nobody really remembers unless you were here in game 5-6 years ago. You don't even know what the hospitalers were about or what
Yes.
they were doing and how they were trying to coordinate things. And part of that I think is really way too much like trying to help way too much and essentially, but there's all kinds of issues.
Yeah.
I mean, you also need players to adapt the game for a massive help system to be necessary.
And I'm just going to throw up the original picture of the original gathering, and you'll notice that there's Jack standing there,
Laz and Jack are there.
and there's me standing there, and then
Aren't you going to put a screenshot of that in Discord so that way I can bring it up?
Oh well, here's the actual link to you. I don't need to put the screenshot. I'll just give you a link to the.
I don't need a link to the Google Drive.
No, to the. You'll be able to pull it up here. The players helping players, yeah.
Oh yes.
But you'll see Jack right there with his bowler hat on, me with my hat there, and then of course you'll see my other alt standing off in the corner there. So I'm represented twice in that picture because this is my alts also standing there off to the side.
Why was I wearing a bowler hat?
I have no idea. It must have just come out. You must have just finished the quest or something because you'll notice that there are several people wearing a bowler hat in this picture. Yeah, so it must have been the quest of the week or something like that.
You've got at least 2 characters in this screenshot.
That's what I said. You can see them both dressed the same. This one here and this one here. Yeah. But yes, we were there upon the founding of the whole thing, and of course, we never received this beautiful piece. I actually had to buy this off somebody else to get this hospitaller that we should have been given for free. The
hospitaller flag thing.
Yeah. At least your founder shirt is still rare. Oh, hold on, before we get out of here.
Somewhat.
Yeah, is I run down to my basement, and you want to see some of the worst rares in the world? Yeah, let's see some of the worst rares in the world because I got to hop down here to do this.
Yeah, that's gonna take you time, but Famine's gonna be getting a what's it called?
Streamer bundle.
Streamer bundle, yes. I can't spell his name right.
Yeah. I have this
That's where I
chest
look at the
over in the
names.
corner of my dungeon with all the benefactor and founders, cloth leather, mail, plate. Is this all considered rare? Is that what you're telling me? All this royal founder stuff that I have
Hey,
here? This all
Lomir, do you want
rare?
a copy of
Is
Necrosmith?
that what you're telling me?
No.
Okay. Well, that's going to go to Super Drap Forever. Congratulations, Super Drap. You're getting yourself a copy of Necrosmith. And that
Necrosmith.
game is worth $3.
The Maynard. Maynard, you're going to be getting yourself a streamer bundle for me as soon as I teleport back to the lot here, which I'll be right here. Yeah, I just had to go down and show off all that stuff that I've got sitting in a friggin' chest because I'll never use it. So Maynard, let's go ahead and give you. You can just stand there. I got you. Come on. And then we will pull the final giveaway of the day, which will be another Steam key. As I grab my seat. And closing the giveaway, picking our final winner. Conjurer Dragon. Conjurer Dragon, you're going to get yourself a copy of. What are you going to get? Interrogation. You will be deceived. Interrogation. You will be deceived on Steam. Going out to Conjurer Dragon, and that is currently $2.59 on sale during a promotion. Retail value $13, $12.99. So congratulations, Conjurer Dragon. Thank you to the Maynard. Thank you to Coeur d'Alene for the bits and the subs. I appreciate you guys, and thank you all for joining us. We'll be back with more tomorrow for Two for Tuesday right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Lomir.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.